I'm Tony Sklar with bnetTV. We are here at IFA in Berlin 2012, and I'm speaking with CSR's Jonny McClintock for aptX. How are you today, sir?
I'm great. IFA is a great show for us, so it is. We always, for the last couple of years, we've had a presence here, and our success has gone from strength to strength. As a show, we've had an opportunity to really talk about the brand of aptX, and in the 3 or 4 years we've been here, we've gone from being just a new technology that we're trying to launch all the way through to mainstream consumer brand. So it's been great to see the steps through that through those couple of years.
Let's tell everybody out there in bnetTV land what exactly aptX is and what CSR is.
Let's start with CSR. CSR, Cambridge Silicon Radio, a multi-billion-dollar company with several thousand employees, primarily known as a silicon provider for Bluetooth connectivity. Whenever it was first launched 10, 12 years ago. Now moving sort of wider into platforms, both beyond Bluetooth and Wi-Fi and location as well with Surfstar.
And then let's jump into aptX and what that is.
Yeah, aptX, as a technology, aptX has been around in a number of different guises for 18 to 20 years. Primarily, we were born out of the broadcast industry, radio broadcast industry. We started to get more involved in consumer electronics in Bluetooth about 3 to 4 years ago, when there was a general appetite to improve stereo audio in Bluetooth. And CSR and ourselves and a company called Sennheiser came together to deliver the first product with a Sennheiser Bluetooth headset. CSR realized, as did we, that the merger or the acquisition by CSR of aptX was a very positive thing to do, in that it delivered better audio quality to the consumer.
The advancements in audio technology as a whole have just been tremendous in the last 36 to 72 months, especially when it comes to wireless audio streaming. And that obviously is in part to a lot of the things that you've done collectively with your partners.
I think so. I think there's a number of different reasons for that. I think there's just a general awareness and awakening of Bluetooth and wireless as a connecting technique. I think the AirPlay, probably. Sorry? The AirPlay sort of opened a lot of eyes to the prospect of wireless can be used for connectivity and lose the wires, enjoy the freedom of wireless technology. So within that then Bluetooth, which probably needed to mature slightly as a technology, go through, instead of having 3 or 4 or 5 keystrokes to connect, just work through that and just mature the actual connectivity technique, and then on top of that, just improve the audio quality as well, and that's where we came in. So I think 3 or 4 things happened. It became almost like a perfect storm, where the connectivity became a lot easier, the audio quality improved, and consumer awareness was heightened as well for wireless in general.
So what specifically are you showing here at the show?
Well, what we're showing here is really a culmination of where we've been in the last 2 years. Our efforts have been in the last 2 years really about making an inroad with the smartphone source devices. So what we've got here is a number of different source devices from Samsung, Motorola, HT, Sharp and Fujitsu, and then the Mac operating system as well. So with that, we've probably about 35 individual source devices that support aptX. So if we start with that, and then we start looking at the sync devices and just the myriad of high quality headsets that we're seeing, good high quality headsets, and then we're starting to see these proliferation of the mini speakers as well, wireless speakers, and then the iDocks. So I think by the end of this year we'll have about 300 individual products out there with aptX inside. So that, as I said, 4 years ago we came to IFA with an idea, 3 years ago we came with some breadboards. 2 years ago we came with 10 or 12 products, and now we're seeing 300 products. And it's been and our job has been twofold. One, educating the consumer, educating the person who's actually going to make the purchase, and then educating the supply chain all the way through on the values of aptex. So if we accept, for the purpose of this interview, that the war is won in terms of audio quality, where do we move next? And I think that's what we're here on. Our remit, this week is very much about what's coming down the track, and what's coming down the track is low latency application. And if we think about audio only, it's got a size of X, whereas audio for video, it's got a size of 20X. And I think that's got massive opportunity. Bluetooth, to a large extent, had been precluded for audio for video applications, and what took hold then was sort of proprietary 2.4 gig low latency solutions. But with CSR putting aptex in the place of Bluetooth, then everybody's going to have the joys of standards-based technology.
Where do you think that timeline inevitably hits for good, solid wireless audio video capabilities throughout? Not only, home theater would probably be at the top of the food chain, and smartphone technology would probably be first entrance. Am I correct in that?
Yeah, and the one missing in that would be the tablets.
Sure.
The tablets and the laptop, and it's I'd say to a certain extent we're having to feel our way on that one. What's going to drive it most will be the ease of integration.
Right.
And the ease of integration will always come with a dongle, but with a dongle comes the fiddle factor. I've lost my dongle.
It happens too, right? Because if they don't have a docking station within the extra device, you're like, all right.
So what you see there with the dongle is really just the early adopters, the technology evangelists, that'll go off. Okay, I'm happy to deal with the fiddle factor purely to improve the audio quality or the veil of the lip synchronization. So we've got the dongles to market, and then we just move deeper into the architecture. We try and either put it in our own, in our own silicon, or look at other pieces of silicon as well. The application processor or the operating system, the Android operating system as well. So it's probably a 2-year cycle before it becomes mainstream. Just to answer your question, 2-3 years before it becomes mainstream, and we're getting there. Today, we've had some technologies that have been launched in Japan. And now we need to flush that out as a globally. So I would hope to be standing here in 3 years' time saying, I've got 10,000 products.
Yeah. So then that's a really good final question for us to end off here, is that if you're a new player into this market space and you want to come to CSR for the technology to partner with you, how does that work?
Multiple ways. We've got, we as individuals are very much embracing of people walking in, making contact with us, talking about their applications. We've got a number of, we've got a worldwide distributor network as well, the website. But as well as that, I'm hoping that some of our work with business to consumer and business to business messaging will make that a lot easier for people to approach us.
More seamless of the system. Nice.
Yeah.
Johnny, thanks so much for taking the opportunity. Absolutely fantastic. Congratulations again on where you come from and where you are today.
Well, you guys are fundamental to this as well. So any opportunity, any apple box to stand on and talk about is a good day for me.
You heard it here first, people. All right, I've been speaking with Jonny McClintock here at IFA for CSR and aptex. I'm Tony Sklar with bnetTV.